about animals, about our animals. From my experience, most of the animals, most of their spirits are just like wolves. This is, in my body, the most dominant power are wolf spirits. Right? Not only them, there are many different kinds of animals with different kind of powers. For example, there are snakes, like the whole body, all the muscles, they are like snakes, and you can talk with them, you can use their power. When you learn the movement, the way how they create the strength, the squeeze, you can squeeze out of your body so much strength you wouldn't believe. About the dogs, about the wolves, they are amazing animals. They are very, very loyal. They do really care about the whole ecosystem. They are like the doctors. They are killing everything which is not supposed to be there. They are killing all the weak parts. They are killing all the sick parts. They are ridding off the system of everything what drags it down. Right? But I came to the part where it becomes a little bit problem, because a big amount of my pack was loyal to my dad. Because my father is like the alpha male as fuck. There is no wonder. They follow his orders because he's the alpha. But in my life, it creates lots of problem because it made impossible to retrain those wolves, to retrain those dogs, to change the autopilot. And the only way for me to possible to reprogram it, to retrain it, was to breed a new generation of wolves and only work with them. The old wolves were never willing to change. They were so loyal, they refused to change. And so for me, the only way was to kill them, right? Or let's say to wait till they die and only focus on the new generation. Which was the problem, because it takes a lot of time to create a new pack. And meanwhile, you are kind of weak. You are weak in your power, in your skills. You are also weak in your emotions, because you either must rely on the old pack, which clearly belongs to my father. So if I do that, yes, I will get the power, I will get the skills, I will get the emotions, the energy, the offense and defense, everything what I need. But they will only do what my father approves. I cannot use them to do something that my father do not approve. Right? So if I want to break free from those chains, the only way is to take the time and be really patient with training the new pack, understanding that this reprogramming is much more difficult, takes longer time. And during this transition, I really used like the both, the old pack in every areas which I could, which was leading at least a bit in the direction of my dream. But everywhere else, I was putting my trust in the new pack, even though they were weak, even though they were still cups, they could not do much. I was lacking of motivation because I was not having strong enough emotions, so I was lacking of power. I had no skill, so I felt offenseless and defenseless. It was really, really traumatic times. But once you make the transition, you get free of all those chains to your parents. You will really deeply transform and reprogram your autopilot. And the new pack of the wolves now is completely devoted, is completely loyal to me. As much as they were to my father, now I can rely on them and I can trust them with all my heart, with all my being, with my life, because I know they will never ever betray me. And that's the beauty of the wolf spirits. And also the struggle. So, it was like half of my body was loyal to my mom, the second half of my body was loyal to my dad. All have different ideas of my future and my life. So in my process of getting free, I had to train the whole new 2 packs of wolves, and then make them work together. This was quite difficult because the pack from the mother side really hates the pack from the father side. So even though I created like the new generations, it was quite struggle to make them work together. They always want to kill each other, even though that they now had the same direction, same dream, and actually it was the only way how could I ever make them come together. When I breed the new 2 packs, the new young wolves, they are free, they are fresh, you can teach them whatever you want. They are like clean sheet of paper, right? So once you train them certain way, then when those two packs, which for generations hate each other, now they see that they have the same programs, they have the same purpose, they have the same dream, the direction. For the first time in the history, they were willing to unite and work together. And this is how you level up your power and skill and emotions and everything. Because when you are having two pegs in your body which hate each other because one part wants to go this way, the second part wants to go the other way, they always, when you come to some decision, they make a fight. And they fight against each other, and the stronger wins, and the winner take the path. There is huge energy waste during this process that you have to do for every decision. That's also why it's hard for us to decide or make decisions. That's why it exhausts us, because we are not united, because we have different pegs in our body which are loyal to different people or different ideologies, and those are fighting against each other as long as you let them. As long as you don't care about your subconscious mind, as long as you let your autopilot drive your life. But once you breed the new pack, once you unite them, there comes the huge energy saver, like it's game changer. Suddenly, you don't have to think during the decisions you make. You look at it and you know your whole being is united. And so everybody has the same idea. Everyone wants to go in the same direction. There is nothing to think about. There is no decisions making. It's just settled. And that's the beauty of it. That's the main message I want to share with you today. Because it made my life tremendously different.